Women are changing the ways business gets done in the Middle East.
Every rug is woven in pairs of two.
As Vice President of Operations for Oriental Weavers Carpet, Yasmin Khamis oversees exports to more than 80 countries.
The Oriental Weavers has reached success levels which are very rare in our kind of industry, especially since there's a lot of competition from nations which subsidize the industries.
Oriental is currently the world's largest woven carpet manufacturer with more than 3 million unique designs in its holdings and annual growth rates nearing 8%. But even with a strong company behind her, Khamis knows that individual success takes more than just passive strategies.
My best piece of advice is you have to take or grab success. You can't be given success. You cannot gain people's respect. You have to get it.
Naveen El-Tahri has plenty of experience in the Egyptian financial sector and has the titles to prove it. She is the first woman to sit on the board of the Cairo and Alexandria Stock Exchange, is a chairperson for 2 different companies, and holds a variety of community and political positions.
In doing business, you really tend to forget what your gender really is, because it's all about business, and business doesn't really know what gender is.
But business does know numbers, and her numbers speak louder than words. El-Tahri is the founder of Delta Securities Egypt, considered to be one of the top 10 businesses in the country, with turnover in excess of 10 billion Egyptian pounds. Yet, El-Tahri acknowledges that being a successful woman in the region brings its own unique challenges.
You have to cope with other things, that the surroundings, because your responsibilities, especially in the Middle East, tend to be much more than just being a working woman.
Some successful businesswomen in the Middle East are taking their knowledge and experience from the boardroom to the classroom. Dr. Hala Es-Said is Executive Director of the Central Bank of Egypt's Egyptian Banking Institute and a Professor of Economics at Cairo University.
We are having more integrity, more credibility in the market. And the dream is always to excel and to be able to, that God gives you the ability and the capability to deliver always the best quality of service or profession that you are doing.
Her experiences in banking inspired her to complete many research projects in economics and led her to the professoriate. Along with lectures on microeconomics and banking, Es-Said also teaches her students what being a businesswoman has taught her about life.
Keeping your integrity and your credibility to the people is always very important, especially in the service of education.
Lula Zaklama is a pioneer in the field of advertising and public relations. She is president and managing director of Rada Research and Public Relations Company and serves as the president of the International Public Relations Association. But her road to success was not without challenges, especially when she decided to start her own private advertising agency in the 1960s.
Everything was controlled by the public sector, and here I was, a young woman, starting my own business in a world which is dominated by the public sector.
When she saw more foreign companies entering the Egyptian market, she also saw that those companies did not understand consumer behavior in the region. So, she changed her advertising agency to a PR and market research agency.
And all of a sudden I found that there was other opportunities, so I changed immediately from the field of advertising. I went into public relations and marketing research.
This ability to respond and excel in a challenging market landed her on Forbes magazine's list of top 50 women entrepreneurs in the world.
In what I'm presenting to you.
Confident and capable, Sahar Es-Salab moves easily among her tasks as vice chairperson, managing director, and board member for the Commercial International Bank in Egypt.
I took the scale from a young analyst until a senior manager, and today I am the vice chairman and managing director of the largest private sector institution in Egypt.
Even in a sector historically underrepresented by women in the region, Salab was able to achieve success. But she says a greater difficulty than being a successful woman in Egypt's banking industry is feeling successful about what has been accomplished.
There is a lot of challenges to women. There's a lot of challenges to bankers in general, whether it's a man or a woman. And I believe that the biggest challenge is not just being successful, but doing deals and doing deals that are good for your country, for the economy, and doing deals that you feel that your staff and the team that are doing it have achieved it very well.
The vast achievements of women in Egypt and the Middle East were a defining factor when Global Summit of Women President Irene Natividad chose Egypt as the site of the 2006 conference.
You have just heard from and met some of the outstanding businesswomen in the Arab region, a region where women and business are usually words not put together. These are the women who have made me decide to come to Egypt and to this region in order to bring the summit so that the rest of the world can not only share their ideas, but also to connect with them. They are the reason why business in the Arab region is changing, and hopefully for the better.